Hi everyone, it's Carrie from Your Paper Pantry. I wanted to share with you my Trash to Treasure project for February-March, and it is altering a bottle. And I showed the video a while back about, my bottles that I got from thrift stores, and I had to clean them out, and finally got it all done. And this is the first one that I made. This is like what we used to do in grade school, using just regular masking tape. And back then we would use shoe polish, but I just used the Tim Holtz Distress ink over the top of mine after I put on the masking tape. So I'll show you how to do that. And then this is actually from a necklace that I bought at one of the cheaper jewelry store places like Claire's or something like that. And this had like camouflage or something in it, so I took that out and I put some graphic 45 paper in there, and then put some triple thick glaze over the top of that. So it's pretty cute. It's got like a sparrow and hearts and stuff on it. So, and then I just wrapped the chain around and secured it in the back. And then I put these graphic 45 designs on the side, and then I went over the whole thing with this triple thick glaze. Then I just made a long stick pin and stuck it in the top of the cork. So we'll get started. The first thing you need is just a bottle that you've cleaned out. This one's just from a thrift store. It had some bath oil or something in it, so I put it in my dishwasher. And this time I'm going to use the Tim Holtz tape, but it's really thin. So first I'm going to put a layer of the masking tape. And if you want to do it this way, the way I did this one, you would just find the end of your tape first, take off little pieces, and just randomly, cross them over. And the more raw edges you have, I think the better it looks. So I actually even cut some down the middle just to get more raw edges, and just really randomly place it everywhere. And then you would cover the whole bottle like that. On this one, you can see I even went down into the bottle. It was easier to actually wrap it around to the inside. So I'm going to get this covered with tape, the regular masking tape, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so I've totally covered the bottle with a layer of the masking tape, plus a little bit more, and then I did the top also. So now I'm going to start adding the Tim Holtz tape, and I'm just going to take the little pieces and randomly place them on the bottle. When you're finished, you can use a popsicle stick or something like that to burnish all the edges down, and it'll keep them from coming up after you put the ink on. So see, I'm just overlapping. Let's see if I can get it to focus there. There we go. I'm just overlapping the Tim Holtz tape over the top of the regular masking tape. This will make it a little more opaque, and also I won't have to use as much as the Tim Holtz tape. It was like $9 for 2 rolls of this, so used a 40% off coupon, but still, that's a lot for tape. So I'm just gonna keep plastering this on. And make sure the edges get really pushed down firm. No edges creeping up. So I'm going to finish that part and I'll be back. Alright, so I just finished putting all the Tim Holtz tape on. Covered the whole bottle, made sure that all the edges were pushed down, and if there was an edge that was sticking up, I just took, you know, a little bit of glue and just, you know, dabbed it on there and then pushed it down so it would stay. And then next I'm going to take my distress ink. For the green one, I used moss green, I think, or picket fence, sorry. And then this one I'm using the tattered rose. So I'm just going to, you know, you can go right from the container if you want to. And then again, if any of the edges pop up, just, you know, go back and glue them back down. The triple thick glaze that I use at the end works pretty good for any loose edges that are sticking up, so I don't worry too much about it. So I'm just going to go over the whole thing. The Tim Holtz tape is not very adhesive. I mean, it is tape and it does stick, but like I couldn't get it to stick to the glass very good before I decided to put the masking tape down first. So you really have to push it down pretty good, and then like I said, tape down some of the edges that are left. This one I'm going to use, I think this one I used the steampunk cutouts. On this one I'm going to use the Le Romantique, what are these, the tags, and then I'll just use the 3 again, and then I use the butterflies on the neck of this one before I put the glaze on. So I think I'm going to do pretty much the same thing again. So as you can see, like my edges are coming up here, so I'm going to go ahead and, you know, glue them back down before I put the triple glaze on. I wait for this to dry, the dye to dry a little bit, and then or the ink, sorry, to dry a little bit more, and I'll probably go over it a second time because it's pretty light and I think I want it a little bit more aged looking than this. So I'm going to do all of that and I'll come back and do the papers and the glaze. Okay, so I'm finished inking up the bottle. I got my die cuts cut out and I inked the edges of them. Now I'm going to put them on the bottle. Just going to use my ATG gun. You could use any glue, really. I'll find the side that I like the best. Probably this one. Okay, so those are on now. Next is the triple thick. You can use anything, any glaze that you like, or varnish, whatever works for you. And I'm just going to put a coat over the top of the whole bottle. You could also use Mod Podge or any other decoupage medium that you like, whatever finish you like. And if you come across any edges that are up, just put a little bit under it and then hold it down for a minute. It should come down. And then also when you get to the pictures, you're just going to go right over the top of them. Alright, now I'm just going to wait for this to dry. And you can apply a second coat if you want to, depending on your medium. This one, I didn't really need a second coat. So my triple thick is all dry, and I have put the embellishments on my bottle. So I have some of the binding tape that I've dyed. And there's a Prima flower here. And I dyed some lace and put it over here on the side. And then just some fibers are hanging down there. And then on the chain, I put this little chair charm. I just put a little bling on it. And then on top of the cork, I put some bling all around it. And then this is the stick pin that I made for the top. So there's a heart here and some pearls. So that's my finished bottle. Alright, I hope you like it. Thanks for watching.